Hey everyone, so one of my viewers, Astropossum, sent me a Fearsome deck, and I haven't tried Fearsomes in a long time, so I was excited to try it. I think he got the list from Xeloo's stream, so I'll link his Twitch in the description if you want to check him out. Yeah, it's a pretty cool list. A lot of Bandle City cards don't have Fearsome blockers, which is awesome for this deck, and sometimes this deck is too fast for the new Jayce cards as well to keep up. I was also like theory crafting a similar deck a while ago with a Noxus Splash, and after playing this out, I think it actually could probably be really good as well. I was thinking of either adding in some like Noxus spiders like Precious Pet or House Spider to work more with Elise. But most likely I would just add in Decimates and Fervors to close out the games easier. You can't run too many cards that aren't Shadow Isles though, because of Wraithcaller being Allegiance. But I think like cutting the like Bakais and like the Marks to put in like 3 Decimates, maybe 2 Fervors. I haven't tried a version like that yet, like I said, but I think it'd be really good after playing this. This deck has like so many cheesy ways to get in damage, especially because some decks don't have 3 attack units. And even if they do, sometimes you can like bait out like little things like Stygians and stuff like that, and Bakais, until eventually they play a bunch of units, and then you drop like a Skitterer, and just getting like some insane damage. But usually you end up with missing like a little bit of damage, and late game decks have a pretty easy time of getting down units that can block Fearsome. So burn might be a really good consideration. Yeah, the list worked just fine for me. It's really actually cool. The Risen Mist being 4 mana kind of like scared me away from it. I figured it was really expensive for it, but it can be really powerful against a lot of decks. Like once these Risen Mist gets pretty big, and you can just play them at burst speed, it can just be some crazy damage that the enemies can't react to. What's also cool too is that if they want to like destroy your little health units, you don't even really mind because you run like 3 Harrowings. So all these things you can just send them in to their deaths, and you don't really care because later you're just gonna Harrowing. Hopefully you Harrowing with a couple like Skitterers, and then just do insane amount of damage. Yeah, basically just runs like infinite Fearsome units, like Bakai Reaper's a Fearsome that also when you get a Slay increases his attack. Stygian's Fearsome if it's Nightfall. Or is Fearsome. Elise is Fearsome, and when you level it up gives all your little spiders Fearsome. Mistwraith is Fearsome. Skitterer is Fearsome, also buffs up all your other spiders and decreases enemies attack by 1. So like I mentioned, you want to play this like last if possible when you're going wide. So you give them a chance to play a bunch of their units that possibly can block, and then when you play this, they probably don't have like any blockers for the most part, or they lose a lot of them. So Kalista can be kind of cool in this deck. They usually can remove it before it levels up, but once it levels up it can be really scary, especially if you start bringing back these like Wraithcallers, because you'll bring back a copy of a Wraithcaller which will die because it's ephemeral, but when the Wraithcaller is summoned, even though it's ephemeral, it'll give you a real Mistwraith that's not ephemeral, and buff up all your other Mistwraiths. But if you bring back like Skitterers, it can be insane, or even just regular Mistwraiths, it's crazy. So if Kalista levels up, it is really a big threat. Like Wraithcaller is the main card it's built around, like all these Mistwraiths. Yeah, this gives you 2 units in 1. It's a pretty big attack unit itself with really good health. So sometimes this actually survives combat because they have to use their other bigger units to actually block your Fearsome, so this ends up being able to survive and get multiple attacks. Yeah, Risen Mists is that like burst speed Mistwraith. And like yeah, it is 4 mana, but summoning like a 5/2 Fearsome without giving them a chance to be able to play a Fearsome blocker can just be crazy. Stocking the 3 mana is pretty bad as well. This deck would be a lot better probably if it was back to 2 mana. But it is what it is, and it's honestly still really good in this deck. Getting these Stygians is really important. You can end up getting in like 8 free damage like for pretty fast and pretty cheap. Also giving you some Wraithcallers to be able to constantly spam Mistwraiths and get them like increased is really good. But also on the Skitterers it can be really good. You can end up playing like 2 in 1 turn late game, and they buff each other, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, Vile Feasts get buffed by Skitterers, and they have synergy with Elise to help level her up faster. So yeah, Glimpse can sometimes stop like healing, and also refill your hand, which is pretty good, and you don't mind if it dies because you can always like call it back with Harrowing. And Harrowing, if you don't know what it does, is revives the 6 strongest allies that die this game and grants them ephemeral. So it's kind of like a last ditch effort to try to win the game. But because everything you bring back is Fearsome, you have a decent chance for a lot of these to connect, especially if they're all Mistwraiths. They're all going to be huge, because you're going to summon like, let's say you summon like 3, and they're like 5 attack, you're going to summon like 3 more, so they're going to be like 8 attacks. They're going to have like 3 8/2 Fearsomes that can just get insane damage. Even if one gets in, like 8 damage is nuts, right? And you can also get Wraithcallers off of the Harrowing, which are pretty cool as well, because when they summon an ephemeral Wraithcaller just like Kalista, you also get the free Mistwraith that's actually a legit one that will stay. And then basically you just got Mark of the Isles for kind of protection. A lot of decks won't be able to actually block all these fearsomes. They rely on stuff like pokey sticks or group shots and stuff like that. So Mark of the Isles, being able to keep them alive, especially on your Mistwraiths, are really important. Yeah, that's basically it. You kind of just go ham with a bunch of fearsome units, and a lot of decks just can't deal with it. Yeah, just a pretty fun deck. Not sure how good it is, like tier wise. I think I did okay though with it. I was like 50% or something win rate. And I actually should have been better because I choked a couple games. So it might be pretty good in this meta right now. But I would guess it's definitely not like tier 1 or anything. Yeah, just a fun list. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Maybe even like the video if you liked it. Everything helps out. Also, if you wanted to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below. I post a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. Yeah, hope you guys liked it. Thanks. Heimer, Jayce. Is Ionia? So what if he just stops my Harrowing? Man, BG. You got it back. Got some damage in. Just go for the 5 damage or play this, and it's too risky because you can play that the double thing, the forge thing, and get 2 3/3s. Really? Huh, okay. We have a pretty big attack here. He's gonna kill 2 of these, right? Yeah. A lot of mana there, buddy. So what's cool is if he does something else, we can play like Frenzied Skitterer, but we can also just go Risen Mist at burst speed. I think I like this better. Because now 1 can't block. If he does block anything, it'll be like this, which can't trade, it's probably this.
You cannot win. I see everything.
If he doesn't have Mystic here, we're looking really good.
Your attack is obvious.
Okay. He also doesn't have Deny. He has to have Deny, right? Or why be an Ionia? We have this into a free one. A lot of mana. Okay, I don't think we play for the Harrowing. I think we play for this one. With the and we had the burst speed one. Damn, that was crazy. I thought we actually I lost that earlier. A similar deck. He had so many 3/3s, but when he doesn't get the 3/3s, like he just can't hang. Okay, what is we against right now? Just Bandle tree? We're against Bandle tree. Do you ever keep the mark because of like pings and stuff? It might actually be correct to keep the mark. It just seems a bit troll. I don't think we play Stygians. Like just straight up. I think you always want to nightfall them, right?
Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun.
Like you could block that if you wanted to.
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix.
He's gonna buff that. Maybe we just play this?
Whoa.
If we sacrifice this, we could play Elise's thing and level her up. If he doesn't have like a poison dart or something. I think this might be kind of troll, but let's try it. I knew it if he had like a group shot. Damn it.
You dare!
Like imagine, in one action, we get a 7 damage fearsome, which is pretty cool. I think because there's always a spider being summoned with this, that we attack with everything. Because if he wants to block a spider, he can. Like if he wants to block this spider, we can. So there's no reason we are be afraid of attacking with all of them. I think. I think he blocks Elise maybe, so he might get like full on 7 damage in.
I put it in your hat this morning. This is Mama's house.
Get him, Pip.
Okay, well, that's good.
Nosy
I
dewdrop.
figured he'd block Elise. I guess he killed 2 spiders, so maybe we should have just not attacked with any then, and he just kills 1. Because he couldn't block these with these, right? Yeah, maybe that was just too good for him. I figured since he didn't block this one before, that he wasn't going to now. But yeah, that's probably... I think that's just so he could get a strike to enable the Bandle tree, like Ionia from Bandle tree. Yeah, we should have like 2 spiders probably here.
Sing with the darkness in your
Kind of troll of us.
heart.
Or me. No need to blame you. Okay. I think he wants to attack, so shouldn't we play the ephemeral one? Make his attack kind of shit.
Let's cook 'em.
He's like, that attack is no bueno. We play this? He thinks he's fine because he has that, right? Damn it. Should we have pokeyed that? Kind of pokey that though, right? Group shots are really annoying against this deck. I think this deck basically does very bad into like Noxus Bandle, like probably Teemo Swain as well. Oh yeah, maybe we should have. I didn't really know what he could do. Like I want to give him more actions, but now I think about it, like maybe if he got like a
tribute to the spider god.
Equinoxus or like the Crescent Strike, then we're
Time to reveal our superior battle tactics.
awkward.
Repositioning. Dive bomb! Get him, Scout!
Wait, he let us get this one leveled up? Okay. I figured he would block that with like this one.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
Maybe he doesn't care because he's about to get the Bandle tree.
I see an opening.
I'm glad we can still kill it.
Recon down! Recon down!
Luster shot probably. Oh, he kind of fixed my hand, right? He doesn't have anything fearsome yet, but we have like a good attack next turn. If he plays anything with fearsome, we're gonna Black Spirit.
Serving lead.
We let that all attack. If we don't care. What you gonna do?
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff didn't.
That's really good, actually. Let's go! He has nothing to block fearsomes. And we had the Mark of the Elf for protections right there. Damn, yeah, so many Bandle units. I mean, I figured they have so much like little pings, right? Like Pokey and maybe like Poison Dart from lecturing Yordle, group shots, stuff like that. But they also don't have units that can block fearsome, which is also really good. Like the one thing they had was that Tenant of Terror, whatever, Tenor of Terror, and it has 1 health, so I could just Vow Feast it. Oh no! I thought we banned control decks. What a rude person. Ghost that's full of smoke. Tell me, I'll tell you a joke. He never has Mystic Shot here. Oh, damage? Come on. Why'd I get my hopes up? You know they always want to do that. They could just Mystic it when you play it, but why would they do that when they could Mystic it when you attack? You know? Just gets thermoed because he can't. He would thermo during my attack, but oh,
By her will.
I think I just kill that
Peace.
because he can like kill something and buff it up later. And I have Harrowing, right? So aha, now kill 2 units, motherfucker. So I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got it all in. It's too lit, and he burns mana. Wait, he probably has Ruination to counter my Harrowing, right? No. No, an assembly line? That's cheating. I think I have to play this right now. Cause if I play this and I don't get anything good, then this won't be able to block one of those. Oh, this is really good that he passed. We can Stalking Shadow to see if we get anything good. Like Stygian, yes. Or Mistwraith, right? Do Mistwraith into Skitterer? Is that better than like 2 onlookers? Skitterer? No, 2 onlookers better, right? This attack is gonna be lit. I assume he's gonna kill 2 of them. With like that big freaking shock blast thing.
He's lucky to have
Oh, he's
me,
not.
in my opinion.
I'm so glad he's playing more units that I can skitter her. Play another one. Play another one. You know you want to. Just one more 3 attack unit.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
Let's go! Now please don't have any removal to buff this thing up. Of course he does. Mode. Okay, it's fine.
Scarper for I smack you.
That doesn't die, which is really good.
Seek your fear.
He has to block that, and that's all you can block. You can always like Val Feast out later if you want to.
Punch it out.
Now we actually want Skitter to die if we're going to Harrowing, right? If he uses all his mana this turn, he won't be able to ruinate me next turn. So this wants to die. Skitter probably wants to die. Let me Vile Feast this.
Oh, watch out!
I don't know if we go for the Ruination. Maybe do this.
Come close.
You only need 1 mana, so we can even glimpse this turn if we want to. Yeah. We can glimpse this. He still has 1 mana to do a Ruination though, that's what's scary.
So young.
Oh! Okay, I think the play is we play this.
Pride filled us forever.
We can't Harrowing next turn. But we burst speed. Like this. And we send it. I think. Let's go! This deck is pretty fun.